Okay, so shall we get some makeup on our face? I have two different like priming kind of products. Oh wait, no, this is a setting product. Hold that. I have this NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum that I wanted to try out. This is just a mini size. And I wanted to try it out because, I mean, I've been trying a lot of the electrolyte line products from NYX. I don't know where they're going with that, personally. But I'm just, you know, if the product's good, the product's good. So let's give it a go. It's definitely, ooh, this is a first impression, by the way. I'll walk you through the products that I've already tried, and a lot of them I haven't, some I have, but this is definitely one of those like juicy kind of tacky primers. But this one feels really good. Like I feel like my skin really needed that moisture. And it has a nice kind of smoothness in the finger that I think some of these primers don't have. Sometimes they're just a little bit too tacky. But this one feels really nice. And it is tacky. So let's see if the foundation goes well with it, because sometimes foundations don't go well with these kinds of primers. And I guess we'll have to find out together. But this is the foundation. It's the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Foundation Serum Drops. Here they are. I have used this once before, possibly twice. This is the shade Light Cool, and I want to give it another go. Do you guys want to see like a little Ulta revamp, like the Ulta collection revamped video? I've done that already and you guys really liked it. I mean, I feel like I've kind of exposed all of the like hidden gems at Ulta. But like, would you guys be interested in that? I don't know. So I'm just going to apply this with my fingers because this is a super liquidy formula. You know, first impressions of this were, oh, is this kind of like a foundation oil kind of texture? And I think that it is super liquidy the way that like the Kosas tinted face oil is, or even the Maybelline tinted face oil. But I think that this one I prefer. See, it gives a good amount of coverage. It smells really good. Is that just me or is it the primer? Hold on. I gotta get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, it smells like, if you guys are familiar with the Vacation Company, they do like a lot of sunscreen inspired scents. Like they have their fragrance, which is like one of my most used fragrances of the summer. It smells like creamy coconut and pineapple. It's like, but it's not overwhelming. You know, it has a little bit of a beachy saltiness to it too, so it kind of balances it out. It's like worn in sunscreen and pina colada smell. Ugh, it's so good. So good. I'll leave it linked down below for you guys, but this kind of smells like that. I don't know if that's a good thing because I'm putting it like all over my face, but it is a thing. This looks so nice, you guys. If you like something super thin on the skin, geez, like this really sinks down in. It is a little bit light for me, I think, but we can go in with a bronzer, and I have a new one I've been trying out. But for concealer, I'm going to pull back out this bad boy. Do you guys remember this? If you've been following my channel for a long time, there's a chance that you remember this, but this is the Undone Beauty Conceal to Reveal concealer. As far as affordable concealers go, this is one of my favorites. And I'm very picky with concealers, as a lot of you guys know. And this one is not heavy and drying. I mean, it is a thicker concealer, but I like it. It's a good thickness, like a creaminess to it. Like it has that creamy quality and has way more coverage than you would think. I'm definitely noticing that the concealer is dewier than the rest of the complexion, so I might set it with powder, but honestly, I hate doing that. But I am going to quickly do my eyebrows with the Sephora Collection retractable brow pencil. and then we will get into the rest of the face. Okay, brows are done, and I think I want to go into bronzer now. This bronzer I'm really excited about. I tried it for the first time yesterday, and it's from L'Oreal. It is their infallible 24-hour Freshwear bronzer, and I wore this yesterday and loved it. This is the lightest shade. It's the shade Fair. Yes, 200 Fair. Just kind of taking some onto the back of my hand. I kind of typically do this kind of thing. And just pressing it into the skin. It's a really nice color. You know, it's kind of hit or miss with, I was gonna say with affordable bronzers, it's hit or miss, but it's really all bronzers. You know, you gotta find the right shade for you, but I just find that a lot of them look a little orange on me, and this one does not. It's a really pretty shade. And also, it's not like overly pigmented, which I like. You know, you can really build it up. And you can see, like, that didn't take me any time at all. So that's it applied, that's without. So yeah, it gives some pretty shape to the skin. I did notice yesterday that it didn't wear a super long time. Like, I did notice it fading, but I don't know if that's something that, like, I'm overly conscious about, especially if I could use this like on top of a cream bronzer to set it. Like, I feel like this is a perfect product to do that. In the summer, I do that just to like make sure everything lasts long, you know, if I'm really concerned with wear time. Oh, this one's really, really pretty. And I gotta tell you, most of the time, I don't like affordable powder bronzers. The one that I like is Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. A lot of people like that one for good reason, but this one is really treating me right. It's very, very blendable. Yeah, so, so far so good again with that one. Now, for blush, I was kind of planning on using a cream blush. This is the Flower Beauty Gel Crush Lip and Cheek, and I still need to get a better idea of how this product is, but I don't know if it's gonna go great on top of this, okay. Someone just tried to FaceTime me? I think a scam call just tried to FaceTime me. Has that ever happened to you guys? Okay, anyway. Do I just apply it anyway? Or do I show you the L'Oreal blush that I've been playing around with? I'm gonna use this. You know why? Because I think it's a good test to see if you can layer a cream on top of this. So I'm using my Beautypie Seamless Foundation Buffing Brush, which you guys know I'm kind of obsessed with at this point. So I'm doing the same thing. I'm taking it from the stick onto the back of my hand and just going to press it in. Okay, so far so good. So far so good. Such a pretty color. What is this color called? This is Citrus Crush. I was gonna say it's giving like fruity melon vibes. Okay, you guys, it's applying. It's applying well over, but notice how I'm applying it. I'm using those pressing motions with a nice dense brush, and I like to kind of take my blush up here a little bit. I find that that's really flattering. A little bit on the nose. Voila. Okay. Pretty. But next we have something so exciting. I picked up a bunch of different liquid shadows because I'm planning on doing an updated best and worst affordable cream shadow video. So please leave me some comments down below, like what ones do you want to see me review that I haven't reviewed yet. So I picked up one of the liquid glitter shadows from e.l.f. I want to give this a go, but I actually picked up two shades. They're really, really pretty. But I think today I want to try out some of these Ultimate Glow Shots from NYX. I picked up a lot of them. This is like actually way more than I thought I picked up. I did try them out yesterday as well, And they remind me kind of like the old Kosas 10-second formula. They're liquid shadows that were now discontinued and they came out with a new formula that I don't like as much. But yeah, so I have a bunch of different shades. I think for today's look, I want to go with something like pretty and bronzy. So I think I'm gonna go in with Mango Moment. And then on top, I'm gonna add a little bit of a lighter shade just to add a little pop. They come with a little doe foot applicator that you can just swipe onto the lids. You can see it's very liquidy. And they have this little bit of sheerness to them that reminds me of that original Kosas 10-second formula. That is the shade Mango Moment. I feel like I need to build it up a little bit. Oh, not that much. Sometimes I feel like my concealer on my lids dilutes the color of some products. And with a sheer product like this, I can see how that would happen. But yeah, it just blends super easily. So that is Mango Moment. Same thing on this side. So there's Mango Moment. I hadn't applied that one. And honestly, you know, I gotta wonder if this one just in particular is a little bit more sheer. So I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand and see. Yeah, I think this one is a little bit more sheer than the other one I used. But let's do some other colors because I have a bunch here. This is Wow Cacao. Yes. And I think, let's apply it. See if we can't get a little bit more color there. So I'm gonna keep using my fingers and then I'll go in with the brush in a second. See, I think this, it looks like pigmentation definitely differs between the shades because this is giving definitely more pigment, which is good. I just love how thin they are on the eyes. And I think what makes them pretty, you know, with a lot of liquid shadows, they tend to dry down and then go a little bit stiff or dry. And that's why I think it's hard to make a good liquid shadow. I think it's easier to make a good cream shadow, at least in my experience, my opinion. This, NYX has managed to do a thin liquid shadow texture that doesn't dry really stiff and unflattering on the eyes. So far, Mango Moment I think is a little bit subtle, but Wow Cacao is definitely giving more pigment, so that's good. But I want to go in with a shimmer shade on top. I have like 3 possible options to go here. Let's swatch them out and see what looks good. Oh my god. I don't think I'm going to use this one, but this is the shade Highkey Lychee. All over the lid. Think about this. All over the lid with like a no makeup look. It's just like glossy eye vibes, but like it sets down. This is Golden Goji right next to it. This is pretty too. I think I like the other shade a little bit more though. There's Golden Goji. It still has, you see how the smoothness of this product really makes for a lot of reflection. That's why I always talk to you guys about how pretty reflection isn't just about glitter or pearl. It's about how smooth the product is. The smoother, the more wet it's going to look. And then lastly, we have Come Through Coconut. And that definitely is the most impactful of the shades. I think, you know, they're all pretty. They're all similar too, so you probably don't need to get all 3. By the way, I also got this green color. This is Kiwi Killah. There it is right there. That's really pretty. I'm kind of tempted to go with that, but I think what I'm going to do is go in with the one that really caught my eye. Highkey Lychee. And I'm going to put it on the inner portion of my eye right there. And then just pat it in. That is so pretty. These are, I find that they're really pretty for that like no eyeshadow kind of look. Like don't expect a ton of impact with these. Like I'm just kind of walking you through my thoughts so far. But they are really smooth on the eyes. So there's what the eyes are looking like. I'm just gonna blend a little bit. I think that there's something to this formula. I don't think it's going to be like the crazy high impact liquid shadow that I'm seeing a lot of brands come out with, but I think that there's something to it. I'm gonna add a little bit of green because I don't know, because I want to. And just kind of mix it in just for like a different layer of dimension over here. You know, if you wanted to get like 1 or 2 colors for like a one and done kind of eye look, this would be really pretty. But I think a lot of them kind of sheer out to give you very little pigment. So it's gonna depend on your preference. Personally, as far as the shades go, I'm most impressed with Wow Cacao and Highkey Lychee out of the ones that I'm trying, but you know, I'm still trying as I go. Yeah, I just think it's kind of like a soft, pretty, natural kind of liquid shadow. So that is definitely something different. Like I wasn't necessarily expecting that from NYX, but I like it. Brightening liquid eyeshadows is what they call them. I think that's definitely a good way to describe them. Okay, so next, I think it's time for some mascara. I'm just going to curl my lashes, and for mascara, I'm going to be using the Diamond Mascara from Physicians Formula. I haven't used this one in a while, and I remember really liking it, but we gotta give it another go. Oh, I don't think we're gonna be giving it another go. What happened? Do you see that? I guess the stopper came out and the whole brush is just absolutely coated in product. Yeah, we're not gonna go with that today. Instead, I'm going to use the Sephora Big by Definition mascara. I'm really, I don't know how this is gonna go. I feel like I've used this before and it was not awesome, but let's see. I think that's pretty. I wonder if my lashes drooped. I can't remember why I wasn't a fan. We'll see if my lashes droop. I've been noticing that with mascara formulas. Like the more recent formulas, I've been noticing that they like make my eyelashes droop. Okay, this like really builds on itself. It's not my favorite lash look, but it's not bad. Yeah, I can feel already, I can tell that my lashes are drooping. Like they're just not as lifted as I want them to be. And for me, with my mascara looks, I go for a lift. I really want that lifted look. And the minute, if they're even drooping a little bit, for me, that's like a pet peeve of mine. Okay, this brow gel is not drugstore, so just let's forget about that. By the way, it's the Linda Halberg Infinity Brow. I talked about it in my recent speed review video, but you guys, this stuff is so, I mean, look at that. Look at the difference. Like my brows before and now, I'm like, whew. So I think now would be a good time to talk about some lip products. I have an upcoming lip stain video, and so I picked up 2 different lip products. I picked up the Colourpop Fresh Kiss, guess I can't read cursive, Fresh Kiss Glossy Lip Stain. This one is really pretty. I applied it yesterday, but then I was like, wait a second, this kind of looks like it's being used, so that kind of freaked me out. So I might return it. So I'm gonna use this one. This is from Loreal. One of you guys recommended this to me. It's their matte lip stain, and this is the shade 416 Create. So I picked up this shade because I saw you guys asking for like more neutral lip stain colors rather than like those really bright juicy reds that we often associate with lip stains. So I picked this one out to give you guys an idea of another option. There it is on. Quite a pretty color. And lastly, I have a little mist from NYX. It's the Plump Finish Electrolytes Setting Mist. So let's give it a go. I don't know. Here goes nothing. Oh! Whew. Should have saw that coming. All right. What are you gonna do? That's an aggressive mist. I don't know if it's because this is a travel, or is this this cannot be the full size. This is an ounce. leave a note up when I check. Oh, are you kidding me? Immediately, we got some running with the mascara. I didn't even apply mascara to the bottom. Was that the mist? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna already say I don't like the mascara. Just throw that out there. I don't think I'm gonna use it again. Let's take down the hair for the full effect. So here's the completed makeup look. Not half bad. Let's go through some of the products that I talked about. For primer, I will definitely be using this again, the Plump Right Back. It's really nice. I mean, I like a nice tacky primer, but this one felt, it didn't feel odd on the skin the way that some of them do. They kind of feel like drying almost, and this one felt good. It felt hydrating, but also kind of tacky. A good kind of glide on the skin too. So this one, so far so good. As far as the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Foundation, this one is, it's doing well for me so far. I wish I had a darker color, because this one's a little bit too light, but if you like a lightweight foundation, this one is really treating me right so far. I will say, if you've looked at the Youthful Glow Concealer, I have tried that one and I didn't like it, but the foundation is looking really pretty on my skin. Now, concealer, you guys already know I like the Undone concealer a lot, especially because I have drier under eyes. Most concealers exaggerate my hollowness, and I find that this one does not. And really, it's one of maybe 2 drugstore concealers that I like, so you know, I'm just throwing it out there. Bronzer from L'Oreal, I think looks so freaking pretty. It's definitely an affordable one that I'm going to be reaching for. It's definitely reminiscent of the Makeup by Mario bronzer that I love. So I feel like that says a lot. You know, I'm really, really liking this one. I don't like a lot of powder bronzers, so yeah, so far so good with that. The Flower Beauty Gel Crush is really pretty too. I mean, it went on the skin really prettily. It's not overly dewy, which I like. I was actually surprised that this formula, like this kind of gel cream formula, was going to apply like as nicely as it did. But again, just using those pressing motions with a brush like this is really going to be your best bet. But yeah, wow. It's really pretty too. I mean, everything, I mean, there are some duds. We'll get to those in a second. For example, the NYX Glow Shots, the brightening shadows, I think it's going to depend on the color that you get, because some of these colors are more pigmented than others, and because they're already a sheer product, I would personally check out Wow Cacao. This one definitely was treating me right, and then Highkey Lychee. I'm kind of curious about the coconut, so what the heck, I'm going to put it on right now. Oh, I'm glad I did this, guys. Look at that. Okay. Yeah, so Highkey, what am I saying? I keep saying it wrong, but Highkey Lychee, this one, Come Through Coconut, as well as Wow Cacao. All 3 of those are pretty and nice and sheer and just like so effortless, but some of them I think are just too sheer. But as far as these ones, I think they're really pretty. Ooh, pretty. Okay, next. What was next? Oh, the mascara. We already talked about it. I don't like it. I can just tell already that my eyes are, like, my lashes are drooping, which really sucks because that's a pet peeve of mine. And then for the lips, this is really pretty. It does feel matte, but it doesn't feel super drying. That being said, it doesn't feel nourishing. So, you know, as a chronically dry-lipped girl, is this going to be one that I reach for all the time? No, just because of the formula itself. However, if you want a matte lip tint, you can see, like, barely comes off the lips. This is definitely one, and I like that. Did I just mess up my foundation? Yes. But I like that it also is one of those lip tint products that it's not too reminiscent of a liquid lipstick. Is it kind of like a liquid lipstick? Yes, but it feels on the lips more like a lip stain. Like it has the texture of a lip stain still. And then the mist, I'm gonna say no, because I have other affordable mists that I prefer, just, you know, mist-wise. I will say it did give a nice glow to my skin. Yeah, it did. So even though the mist is annoying, maybe I would give this another try. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna suspend my judgment. I actually think I would give this another try. But I also love the one from Makeup Revolution, the Conceal and Define Infinite. This is like my go-to right now. So for what it's worth. And that's it. Full face of drugstore makeup, just trying things out. I'm feeling good. I think this makeup is really pretty. So let me know if there's any drugstore makeup you guys want me to try in the future. Always happy to. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in my next one.